everyone, and welcome back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is our home of hope where we give you hope, we tell you in our Zekana. So, today, guys, as you can see, we have a guest in the house. She's a lady, she's from Australia, she's here to share with us. Guys, we said we are going abroad. It doesn't matter where we are going, whether it is America, whether it is Canada, whether it is Australia, whether it is UK. Abroad is abroad, okay? So our guest today is from Australia, and let me bring her up so she can share with us how to go to Australia. What are the pathways? What are the advantages? How can we go to Australia? Yeah, and let me bring her up. And here she is. Susan,
Yeah, Chico, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Shiko TV USA.
Thank you. My pleasure being here. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying to be hosted by, one of the YouTubers in a
Yay!
yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, right now I'm in US and you're in Australia.
Yes, in Adelaide.
And we can connect one on one.
It is a small world,
It's a
indeed.
small world.
Yes.
Before
But
we
God,
continue, you can tell these people what is the time over there right now.
I think at this time we are talking of 1 o'clock and 7 minutes past, or saa saba na dakika saba. Kada ndagĩka ũyũ thaa mũgwanja na ndagĩka mũgwanja on
Which
Monday, and
day?
you're on Sunday. We are on Monday.
You're on Monday, 1:07 p.m.
Yes, yes. Mchana, after this I'll be having my lunch, and you will be sleeping.
Right now it is 10:37 Sunday night.
What? So we are roughly about 17 hours and a half. That's
Yes,
like
home.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Since we starting Monday and our Monday is really good, we are actually in spring, and spring is a very beautiful weather. It's so calm, although today it's a bit cold, but well, we are heading to summer very soon, and we will be looking at 14 degrees sometimes. So it can really get so hot here. But
Oh,
then God enjoys spring.
mimi sijaanza kukizia Sunday, so
Bado tu mko zile mahangover za kutoka church. Yes,
yes, yes, yes, yes.
that's good. As we are in Monday and we are nearly one day ahead of US.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Now let us know who is Susan.
Oh, wow, good question. Susan is just Susan is a girl from Kenya, and she comes from Nakuru. She was born in Kenya, in Nakuru County at Elbagon. Elbagon is very known of potato plantation, that we plant a lot of warus. Well, in terms, yes, they say warufaga kwa waru. So I really don't know, but well, we are really known of agricultural.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's where Susan come from, and Susan is also a wife to Philip Michael Ealing. He's an Australian, and also Susan is a YouTuber. This is my YouTube, Princess Susie Ealing, Australia. So just feel free to come after this, check my YouTube, go through videos, and also support me to grow by subscribing. Yeah, that's
Oh
who
yes.
Susan is.
Now, Susan, now you have had to come from Kenya, but right now you are in Australia. How did you get yourself to Australia?
Wow, good question. It's been 7 years now, and my dream started when I just finished high school, or rather, before I finished my high school, where I would always be told, you need to work hard, you get good grades so that you go abroad there, and at that time, you'll be told Maju, and you feel like you can't even sleep. You will be thinking about Maju the whole night, the whole day. But that was my passion, and I felt, you know, I should go to Australia. My sister has been here and she has been really supporting me, before I came here to get myself together. And that's how I started my preparation to come to Australia after I finished my high school in 2012. And my parents, they were like, yeah, before you go, you need to do computer. I think every Form 4 river, you're always told, go do computer.
Computer. Yeah.
A computer. So I did my computer packages about 6 months. Then I was told, yes, you need to drive. You need to practice your driving before you go so that when you get there, you'll be driving. I enrolled myself to get my Kenyan license, and I got it. Then I was told, okay, now apply for passport. I applied my passport. I got it. And story short, my sister was here, and the school that she had previously graduated from, it was a very good school, and she recommended me to come here and enroll on the same school. So I think my situation was a little bit easier because I was that small girl, naive from high school, kamechanganyikiwa, doesn't know east west. I'm being directed everything. My parents are here, my sisters are here. So I was just pretty young. I didn't know much about what to do with myself, but I'm very good with following instructions.
Mhm.
So my sister was like, would you like to come and do nursing here? I said, yes, I would really love to come and do nursing. So that's where my process started. But before I started to say I will apply visa, she told me you need first to do an English exam because you'll be coming here as an international student. I
Yeah.
said, what is that English exam? She told me basically the English exam you'll have to come and do as an international student, which is for everyone who is coming here to study. I don't know if in US they do that, but I
Mhm.
believe the international student and your course has required that English you have to undertake. So
Yeah.
that English language, it contains four testing skills. You are speaking, because speaking, it's not just speaking that English I used to have that kaushamba ka English. But
Uh,
again, I was proud of the way my skills were at that time. So I get to do that exam. I was tested for listening, for speaking, for writing, and also for reading.
mm,
But course that you have to come here and do, it has its English requirement. So I was told you need to get an English band score of 7 out of 9 for the school to accept you. So I had to work so hard. That exam is usually paid at Upper Hill in Nairobi. For those who know Nairobi very well, it's on the upper side of Nairobi, an area called Upper Hill in the British Council. So I booked my exam, and I would say, of course, if you want to come here in Australia and as an international student, just follow me through because that's most likely the process that you can still go through. So if you need to book for this exam, don't take it too late. Always book about maybe halfway through the month or 2 weeks in advance. And that's what I did. I booked that exam. I believe at this time maybe the fees has gone a bit higher. But the time I was booking, it was about 18,000. So maybe right now, I don't know if they have reached to 20, but yes. So after I passed for that exam and I got my band score, 7 and above, that's when my sister told me, okay, you need to write an application to the school to show you are interested to study in this college.
mhm.
So I did an application. I wrote a letter to the school of interest to study in your school, or rather in your university, because for me I started in college. So after that, they went through, they checked, because you have to say, who you are, so that they get to know who is this person who is interested to come to our school. And they were happy with my application. And after that, they gave me a letter offer where they expressed this course that you want to study, this is our requirement. So I would really say, if you want to first do an application to school, then they send you the requirements they want, it is fine. But it is good you first speak to an agent or someone who has an idea, or watch this video, then prepare yourself first, so that when they are asking you for the requirements, you already have them in hand. And that's how it worked to my advantage. So straightforward, I had my exam and I had been asked to provide bank statement. We were ready for that. Every bank statement, it varies depending with the course that you will be enrolling. So if you are doing like master's or PhD, the higher the bank statement can be. What basically bank statement is, it is the money that it's enough for the period of time that you are in that country, in Australia. So if you are granted a visa of about 3 years, they will be counting every year per the human expense of a normal person or a standard living expense of that country. So if they say we approximate 19,000 is the amount of money as an international student being here you can spend. So you will be told we want a bank statement of this. And it is very easy sometimes to get that statement, but it is not that very easy, because if you don't have an immediate family to support you, it can be very hard, So I would say, if you don't have an immediate family that can support you, look for a very close family like uncle or auntie, someone who is gonna sign for you the affidavit to testify that I'm here to support this person throughout the time he or she will be in Australia. So in this case, my sister was ready with her bank statement, so that worked to my advantage. And the school had requested, before you come here, you need first to pay 2 terms of our school fees. So again, very important, if you have the agent at their stage, it's good to have, if you can. I have heard stories, Shiko, that there are some people who do the visa application by themselves and they are successful. Okay, that's fine. At this stage, I would say if you can afford an agent, it is very, very important, because agents can know why some things may not work the way you intend to do. So they try and yourself. And also because a visa is a very, very vulnerable situation. If you're not
Yeah.
very keen, if you don't get granted that visa, it's gonna be so hard for you and so painful. So I got that bank statement and I paid the school fees. And after that, now they gave me confirmation of enrollment, which is COE. So that's the last one that you get, that states they have accepted you because you have met all the requirements to be in Australia, to be in their school, and to be studying full-time as a student. Then after that, I went to my agent, and my agent, they are called Let's Migrate to Australia. So anyone who is interested, you can come to my channel and comment on any video. I will give you the contact, or I can tell you where to reach me. So they are called Let's Migrate to Australia. They are very, very good. I believe they still work, because they had been working even before I met them. Very well experienced agents. So they're the ones, they did all my visa application, and I was granted, although it took a bit of time. I don't know why, to my side, sometimes things can work not the way
How
we
long?
expect. Well, I applied at around end of November, and my school enrollment was to commence on January, like
Mhm.
January 8th. But I think because all the government officials, they usually go for holiday. Everyone knows offices, they do close roughly at a December period. And I think that's what happened. So my school is yet to start, and here I am. I haven't been denied, but I haven't been granted. And my enrollment is expired. It's a drama, Chico. I was crying every, yes, I was really crying. I was so stressed. But don't panic if it ever happened to you or to any other person. Because what if you are in such situation and your enrollment have expired? Please contact your school as soon as possible and tell them, say, my visa application is still ongoing, I haven't been denied, and the enrollment has already expired. Because when you are, I believe you're somewhere on the queue, then they
Mhm.
get to your application and they find everything has expired and you haven't re-uploaded new one. They are gonna technically deny you. So
Yeah.
my agent was so helpful. She was like, okay, Susan, contact the school, tell them to enroll you to the next intake so that
Mhm.
we upload this. And that's what I did. So I uploaded some new enrollment, intake, and all that. And early February, my visa was out, and I still remember that day. What? Hey, the joy you see, you feel like you are already landed in Australia. You feel like no one now is, you're just good to go, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, and that's how I found myself here in Australia. And
As
yeah,
a student.
it's been a journey.
Wow. So what are the requirements for being for going to Australia as a student?
Yeah, so I have just mentioned briefly, but I would say you have to get a very good bank statement.
Mhm.
And I say the bank statement, they always recommend if it comes from either, if not your parent, your immediate relative can work. But
Mhm.
you can all say that parents, because there are people who are orphan, they don't have. There are people who are only born by themselves, they don't have siblings. So in this case, and of course, you can support yourself, because if you are working and you can raise that money, it is okay. But here we are talking of possibility of someone who doesn't come from kind of well-off, family, and
Mhm.
they can't. So we are not trying and shatter your dreams by going, no one can support me. Sometimes it's all about talking to someone who can sign that affidavit for you and say, I know Susan, or I know this person, and I'm hereby testifying that for the period of time this person will be in Australia or in Canada or in US, I will be helping this person for school fees. Because one thing, when you come here as an international student, you are full-time student. You are completely a Monday to Friday student. You
Mhm.
don't have much time to work. You are only granted to work 20 hours a week only. But the good news is, when you are always on school holiday, you can work unlimited hours. And you only suffer maybe for the first, the closing period of first trimester to the second, then to the third, because you only close for only 2 weeks. Then after that, on December, you have nearly about 2 months, depending with your course, when you are on school holiday. So you work unlimited hours. You raise school fees for the next 2 terms as
Mhm.
much as you can. So that's why I'm saying you need to have a good bank statement, and you have to have your paperwork certified, your certificate. Things have to be certified. They don't take things without. And that's the reason I'm saying, if you can afford an agent, please don't risk it. Have an agent that can support you during your visa. I know some agents, they really charge a lot of money,
Yeah.
but at the day you look back and go, well, that money. I'm now
So
working and I can afford it so easily. Yeah.
now, Susan, can you tell us, because you said that you have to raise your school fees, tuition fees, what about scholarship? Do you guys get scholarships?
Well, if you have an agent and they are able to help you get a scholarship, it is very, very good for you because, well, you're really gonna be happy. When I finished my college and I transitioned to university,
Mm,
my agent helped me to acquire a 25% scholarship,
mm,
which technically they say it's maybe 5 students out of maybe 100 because the school is just like a giveaway. They support students here and there, so they
mm,
usually have those. But I have had, upon you having some special situation or condition, I have had school raising that percentage to even higher. But again, I don't know much about that. That's just an information I have gathered from people here. But I would say if you have an agent and they are able to rehearse on behalf, of you with the school, they are able to get a scholarship for you. So
mm.
please always look for an agent and get a scholarship. I wish myself I had a scholarship when I was coming. That would have been good to save money, but well, I had to pay everything out of pocket, unfortunately.
Now, after getting the visa to Australia, now you book a flight all the way to Australia. How was it? Did you get culture shock? Were you okay? Can you tell us that experience?
Well, culture shock is there, Shiko. You have few, and you know how it is. The crazy way of settling. I would first say that time difference played a big role in the way I felt how to adapt. And
Uh-huh.
what is Australia? Why is Australia so mean to me? It's making my mind just go crazy. Like I can't focus. But
Mm,
again, it's because you have to struggle at the very first. I have had people even taking to a year, but I would say it's how you will push your body
mm,
to adapt to that culture shock because it is not easy. Right from the time you get to that flight, because when I traveled from Kenya to Qatar, then they were Kenyans.
yes.
But from Qatar to Adelaide, surprisingly, I was the only African in the whole flight, and it was full capacity. In
Mm,
fact, I even stayed very close to the toilet because I think I was the last one to feel right. And that being, having, being my first time to fly, and I'm seeing this space, I feel like I'm in a space. It's kind of like, this is, I don't know if it's like a restaurant or what is going on here because it's
mm,
very cool. So it was so hard for me to even come face to face with the Australians, the Wazungu. You feel like, oh, I don't want to talk to someone. You get being asked, do you want coffee? Sometimes you don't even understand what they are talking about. When you hear something close to tea, you say, yes, that one. And sometimes
you
get
don't know.
a bit,
So you can't explain.
yes. So culture shock is
Yeah.
real. And I came and I had only 4 days to start my school. So I didn't have time to waste. I was
Oh,
drawn on the deeper end to start school. And it
uh-huh.
was at the time I'm trying to get my body together because you can imagine the time in Kenya and the time here, it's like your body is have to switch. It's daytime, you need to be awake, but now you're being forced to sleep. Then I'll go in class and I will be sleeping. I was dozing. I would struggle because I'm like, I can't stop sleeping. And people, those who have been here before me, they would look at me and go, are you sick? I'm like, no. it's my body. I'm very new and I'm trying to tell my mind I need
Mhm.
to be awake and to be in school, but my mind is telling me you need to be asleep. So that wasn't fun, but well, it's been years and I have school.
Hi guys, this is Kevin from AMG Realtors. September is our birthday month, and for you, our clients, we're giving 9% discount on selected projects. So call me today so that you don't miss out.
Have you ever regretted going to Australia?
Have I ever?
Regretted. You say, I wish I did come here.
Huh? I would say not in a million times because, well, you only suffer the very, I would say maybe the first year and the second year because
Mm.
you're trying to get yourself to settle. But after that, when you start getting that dollar, that's it. You even forget about everything. Then you
Yeah.
start now enjoying the life here. It gets more juicy and more fun, but well, you're gonna have to be very careful not to have the other side of life where you need her too.
Mm.
Also remember where you come from. So
Yeah.
I would really say never would I even think of. No, it was a
Regretting.
yeah, it was a good at the end of the day.
Now, after now coming here as a student, are you supposed to go back to your country after school, or what is expected of you?
Well, you have many opportunities here in
Mm-hmm.
Australia. You don't have to come finish your course and go back. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it is not surprisingly. I have seen people finishing their course and of course going back because maybe that was their plan or that was their intention, or maybe you had been sponsored by your work to come here, gain some knowledge, and go back. So every person's situation is different. Your motive of why you migrated, either to Australia, to Canada, to US, it's all depend with what do you want? Do you want to stay here or do you want to go back? In my case, where I came here, I was young. I had not left any, like, of course, I have family, but I'm talking of I wasn't married to feel I need to go back. So it's like I was literally being transitioned to come and start my real life of adulthood. So I knew from the get go that yes, I don't really think I will ever go. Not like I will never go back to Kenya. I will, because I have been 2 times back in Kenya. But of course, I knew this is my life, and I'm starting from here. So whether I will want to retire here and stay here, or I will want to get married and stay here, I knew at some stage I wasn't. So it's a matter of following your process until the time that now I'm settling to Australia, which is very, very important. Don't come here without goals. Don't come here without motive. Now I'm married. I'm not going back to Kenya. I have already started my family. I'm here. I'm here to stay.
Hey, and that's so good of you. Ah,
Yes. So
now,
you
can
don't
you
have.
tell us now? Now, can you tell us now, how did you meet your Mr. Right? You are so young. Here you are. You married. Can you take us through that experience, Susan? We need to hear.
Oh, you're saying I was young. I was young and shy and naive.
I
Yes.
can know. How was that? How did it go?
So, technically, of course, I had dated before, but it's all about looking for that Mr. Right. It's
Uh-huh.
all about for Mr. Right because you can meet so many people in a different world, on different culture.
Yes.
Fair enough. But Is that really what you want? It all depends with your taste and preference. In this case, I think because I was more interested with the Caucasians, then I think they were also approaching me because they were also interested with this dark chocolate color.
Melanin.
Yeah. So basically, I met my husband when I was applying for job. He was there. He was among the HR department, and he had an eye on me. I was this girl. I just want to work. I don't want so many things. I'm young because I was 24 when I met him, and he was
24.
also, yeah, he was also young. He was 29. So so we were kind of like, huh?
Oh,
We
that's
are,
not a bad age difference.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We have very small gap.
Uh,
Well, I have 4 years and 4 years, 3 months
mm.
difference. So it's not that bad. So this guy, who is now my husband, was just there staring and seeing how this girl she's presented herself and the way she's passionate, and he's like, I'm gonna go for you. I'm not gonna let you go. And this girl, she's just here selling herself, you know?
Mm.
Because when
Nauza
you're on a,
soda.
yeah, when you're on an interview, you're at your best good behavior. You
Yeah.
don't setting yourself at the top. No.
Hakuna kuchoma.
Unachoma saa ngapi? Au saa hizo you are even like you don't want to shrub. Ukoda kale ka perfect English kako tu umejitolea.
Uh,
Yeah, because I had just finished my diploma in disability, so I was just in, looking for work, hunting, door to door, this, that, and he knew, well, if you can really work with people with disability, and here I am, and of course I was born with disability, I think we can be a good, perfect match, and I'm not gonna let you go.
eh.
So few days down the line, had a chest test because your CV contain everything, so you can't even hide. But again, it's not about being professional because are you gonna approach someone's wife? What will you tell that person? you know, it's just like now throwing those stones, but at a far distance. You're like, if it works, fine. If I'm being told what's wrong with you? Then I say, oh, actually, I'm sorry, that was the wrong email. you know, he tried to be professional because, of course, approaching someone is not an easy thing, especially in that line of, field. You're going to have not to look like, hmm,
Mm-mm.
you're being indecent. So here I am. I was just very busy with my studies. Of course, the boys are there trying to chase you, but you're like, wait first, wait first. I need first to get myself, together.
Mm.
And first email, second email, I'm like, yeah, yeah, kumbe kuna kitu inaendelea hapa. But
Yeah.
being the kind of girl, I have,
Hey.
yeah, usikuwa unategwa, you have your own thinking and you don't want, something bad to happen to you. Wow. I finally said, yes, we can go for the first coffee date.
Mm.
Wow, that was amazing. Getting to know who is this man, who is this gentleman. Huh? I don't even know the description of, oh, the first time I saw you and the way you were and how you are. Hey, hey, Siko, even if the
Sorry.
word
Sorry.
of the truth. and these people, well, they have, and I had not experienced such to butterfly.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
So
Eh,
you say
eh.
yes.
Yeah, so when the proposal came, and here I am, and oh, I have break all my nerve wracking, and I'm good. Oh, I was like, yes, I'll be your wedded wife.
Wow.
What? Yeah, so we did our marriage, our wedding in 2018 on
Mm.
27th of January, and now it's been 3 years and 8 months. Yes, being a
Wow.
wife is of the most.
Congratulations. Now you are
Yeah,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Mrs. Who?
Eling. People say Eling, others say Ealing. So it all depends. Whatever you come from, come
Mrs.
on.
Ellie. I think Ellie is better. Ellie.
It took me time. I really keep thinking I'm gonna get this Ealing or Eling.
Ellie.
Akaniambia, say whatever you want to say. You are now Mrs. That you want to say. And I have coped. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. So it's been now 3 years, 8 months married.
Yes. And
Wow,
for
wow, wow. That's
few months
good.
since we engaged.
What about the cultural differences? How do you deal with that?
Well, I think it's a matter of finding yourself and knowing what the other person is right.
Mm,
Because the moment you identify yourself and well, I'm an African. He's not an African. He's an Australian. So you have to start, I'll say communication plays a very big role
mm,
in interable. I will not really put it interracial, interable because I could have also been married to an African from a different country. I don't know their culture. So
yeah.
the difference doesn't usually play more to interracial couples. It's
Mm,
someone who you don't come from the same background.
mm,
So that's how you have to always start thinking that the way you are thinking is will be different or can be interpreted different to the other person. Whether
mm,
it is something the way you said it, you have to be always, not like you have to be always on the edge, being cautious, you can't talk. No, it's letting someone know. If they say, I don't understand, then you explain yourself. Then when it happens the second time, that time is not going to be a surprise. Then you start learning each other. Cultural difference is there. I can't deny that, but we
it's
have
there.
found a way to cope. And I said communication has played a bigger role of knowing that I have to know how to communicate and sometimes not to be that African. Of course, I'm not going to leave my culture behind, but
Yeah.
what wafika mwingi, you
Mm,
know, what mwingi, wacha ukikuyu mwingi,
yeah.
sasa wacha kukaa mzungu kwa
Kama
lack of
kidogo kiasi.
kidogo tu uanze sasa, ili msikuwe saa zote tu ni kugongana. So yeah, where a lot of people again they may interpret it different. They may start seeing you as a different person, or you are kind of changing yourself to be who you are not. But I think when you're in such situation, you don't see it. It's just people, and it's okay for someone to see you on a different way, but for you, you are okay, you're fine. That's what it works best for you. Yeah.
Wow. And since you've been married for almost 4 years, have you? Okay, where was your wedding? Was it in Kenya? Was it here? Not here. Was it there?
Well, what we say here, we mean here in Maju.
Here in Brazil. Where was the
Yeah,
wedding? Where was the wedding?
yeah. The wedding was here in Australia,
Mhm.
and yeah, we haven't been to Kenya. Unfortunately, he haven't been. Of course, for me, I have been 2 times ever since I
Oh.
came. But yeah, the wedding was here in Australia.
So is
And
he planning to go meet your family members in Kenya?
yes, definitely. We really
Wow.
hope
He's
we
just
can always,
waiting for that day.
oh, everybody, it's gonna be fun. It's really gonna
Mm.
be a dream. If I say a dream, it's really gonna mean a lot. But again, you always leave everything to God because He has. I'm a believer that God always have a good plan in our life. But my parents have been here for 1 year, so
Wow.
they did meet my husband. They spent quality time. They were, yeah, they gelled. He knows all my siblings. They talk. Sometimes I even wonder, like, hey, these are now bros. It's like someone, here too, Kenya. They're like, hey, bro, hi. Oh, so it's just a one way of coping that you are not being, distinctive from the other people. You're
Mhm.
part of the family. Yeah, so we did with, but again, he have met my family.
Wow, wow. And you know
Yeah.
what, Sufi, for me to know you, I knew you on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes, you have been posting those videos, your engagement, your wedding, not videos, those pictures, photos.
Yes.
Yes, and if you can allow me, I will just put some here so my people can familiarize who is this Susie. Because I know
Yeah.
many people know you.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because after this they know, oh, so this is that famous Susie.
I know it kind of gets them so different because in most of the interviews I have done, it's now more of marriage. But now I also want people to know who is Susie.
Yes,
That's why.
yes. So, with your permission, I just put like two or three photos here so my people can know this is Susie, and definitely they follow you on your YouTube because that is where now we have everything.
Yes, they need to come watch our wedding and our engagement and so
Yeah.
many other stuff. Yeah.
Mm,
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful. So, guys, the pictures are here. Enjoy watching these pictures. Susie, having good
Yes.
time,
I,
happiness.
it's good. It's beautiful.
Wow, wow. So, you are still in honeymoon. You are still on honeymoon.
Yeah, I think, well, I would really say if I don't remember getting out of honeymoon.
You
I
still
have
on
just
honeymoon.
have honeymoon. I don't know. Well, it's really enjoyable. I always say if you can have a bit of time to spend with your spouse
Mhm.
before the kids come, because again, we must agree, life changes a little bit because that's an extra responsibility. If you want to take your time, which is of course totally fine, it's up to you. Have that moment of you, build it
Yes.
up. So it's sight, it's spice, it's just add flavor, it's just everything. You feel,
Yes.
huyu mtu ni wangu na simwachi maisha kabla ma responsibilities zingie uone but it's all good because life is not always like smooth. People have their ups, their downs, their good moments, their low moments, and we all expect that in life.
Oh, yeah. You continue having fun, enjoying your honeymoon until the day you see, oh, let us now end this honeymoon and start
I,
life, other responsibilities. It is up to you to decide.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When the right time comes.
Yes, when the right time comes, of course. So, are you still in school ama bado ulisema masomo kando kwanza
No,
ishughulike na honeymoon?
I finished my school and now I work.
Mhm.
So all the knowledge you have, it's now time to put it in concept now.
Yeah.
Utilize the knowledge, otherwise your head will explode. Your head will explode. It will explode with so much information. But
Yeah.
yeah, I finished my school. I now work. I would say it's more of social work. And also my husband, he works in a government job. He's the NDIS Specialist Services Coordinator. So he has been in that field for a very long time, because that's his specialty. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Wow, wow, wow. So we can say
cool.
like right now that Susie ameokoka.
Of course, you know, when you are earning, who doesn't who doesn't want to earn money? Yeah, of course it is your education, and now it starts paying you back, with your knowledge. So it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
Before we end this video, Susie, we know you have been trolled online.
Yeah.
So can you tell us how do you deal with the online trolls and whatever? How do you handle that?
Oh, wow, good question. Uh, it's all about kind of acting deaf and acting I don't care. That has really helped me a lot because, of course, well, for those who doesn't know, my marriage has played a bigger role of being an inspirational to the people in the
Mm,
world. At the same time, every tree with good fruit, it always has someone who is really there picking at the tree. But
mm,
well, I always consider them as people who don't know me in person, and now they kind of feel like they can talk anything about me because they think, oh, we don't know that person. Because if I don't know you, I can talk anything bad about you. But the moment I get to know you, I'm gonna respect you. I can't really come and start saying, oh, Shiko is this, is that. No. So the people who troll us and talk about it's all about money, citizenship, killing my husband, I don't know, all those weird stuff. I always say, get to know me. You'll be the happiest person because it is not who you see online and you judge. Know
mm.
me in person, and you'll know I'm not that type of person who you think. So acting don't care and acting so deaf that I don't hear people making fun of me or fun of my husband has really helped us a lot. Because yeah, that's our world. We say, well, that's our dark life that we don't care about. Those are the people who want to say this, but we are happy. At the end of the day, I will say, I have my husband. I have him with me. So why do you want to keep wasting your time to talk? He has me, I have him. That's all. You're not gonna separate us. We did our vow. The Bible has also said, two people who I have joined, do not slander them. So who do you think you will be? Are you God? Yeah.
I love you because you yourself, you don't fake.
It's just me and me. That's why a lot of people, when they thought, I don't know, it's like a movie or it's like a drama, what we see. I always tell them I'll be back in a
Mm.
short while. So every time I will be back, you think I will go? Oh, because if you're not genuine with something, you're gonna have to look away to kinda try quote the whole thing. People they say this, I tell them I'll be back. I'll be back now with another force. What are you gonna do? I'm here to stay. Thank you. For God's sake, I'm here to stay. Keep talking, but it's been nearly 4 years now. They said, oh, they're not gonna stay for 6 months. Oh, they will not even go for 1 year. Oh, no, no. We are like, well, tulia hapo. Kanyanga, pole pole. We shall see. When you utaacha uniache. God first in
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. You are a very strong woman, and I love you because you are real. You don't take it, and you don't care. You are you, you yourself.
Thank you so much. That's
Guys, Susie has a YouTube channel, and this name here on the screen is the name of her YouTube channel. Guys, go to her YouTube channel, subscribe there, support her, watch her videos. She's doing amazing. And don't forget to say you're coming from Shiko Hope. Yes, that's what we do, guys. We normally go there and we say from Shiko Hope. from Shiko Hope. Susie,
Thank you so much.
wait for questions from my people because now they know you are in Australia. Maybe they might be having some questions. They want you to explain more. Maybe they didn't understand something. So, are you ready to answer them?
Oh yeah, I believe anyone who has any question, as long as it's not a rude question, of course, you can ask any question, even the rude one. I will give you the right way to ask.
No, my people don't ask rude questions. We are so relevant. We are so determined. We are so focused.
Wow, that's so good. And I'll be here welcoming them. Come to my channel, ask any question. I'll be more than happy to do a video about that question. If I feel it deserves a video, I can always do so that, sometimes things we can't go into deeper when we are, we have short period of time. But now that it's my channel, I can always go deeper whenever I feel I can. So come to my channel, comment on any video, ask me, and I will be more than happy. And also don't forget to subscribe and watch
Of
the
course.
video.
And also, Susie, wasichana wavulana wanakuja kuuliza how can we get these wazungus. Okay, Susie, maybe you can connect us.
More than happy. Come. I'll be waiting for you.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And that marks the end of this video. It was a video worth your time. I hope you have learned something from this video. And comment below if you have any questions. Susie will be following in the comment section. Maybe you might be having something. She will be following the comment section because she's a member of Team Shiko Hope. Right, Susie? Right? Right.
Hey, Danny, from get go.
Oh
And
yes, Susie, do you have the last words to tell us before we go?
yeah, so first of all, congratulations for your 1 year. Wow, that was so lovely. It's a hard work. Well, for me, I'm still tiptoeing. Well, I started just few months ago and I'm still growing, even me. But before I say please subscribe to my channel, I'll say thank you so much, Chico, for hosting me. It's been a pleasure. I felt at home. I felt, I have been part of the Chico Hope TV. And I really look forward to come back because, these things, they don't end. We can always come and we share any other different experience, in this. And also, I welcome you to my channel that you can come and you tell people how to come to US. You're very good in that, and I really respect that. You're a hard worker for that part. You're the best. So thank you so much. Thank you to all my viewers. Thank you for spending time to watch this video, and I'll see you on my channel. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Don't forget to subscribe.
yes, yes. Bye bye, guys. See you on my next videos as well. Bye bye and have a good one. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Kevin from AMG Realtors. September is our birthday month, and for you, our clients, we're giving 9% discount on selected projects. So call me today so that you don't miss out.